Welcome to this broadcast on Our News. This is the chat on Our News, and this is the IEC Special EP26Apr2024 Lebo Mothlabane. And namhlanje, I know that bebesithe I was Mr. Magazi, but we actually have Mr. Sibusiso Mraji. But must come to Our News.
No, thank you, Lebo. It's a pleasure being here. Even though I am replacing someone on your program.
Yeah. We are going to be talking about in fact, I think election fever is upon us all. So we're going to be talking about special votes and also Section 24A. I'm interested to know about Section 24A. But let's start with special votes. What are special votes?
Okay, so for people who will not be able to come to the voting station on the 29th of May to come cast their votes, IEC yenza amalungiselelo. Well, sisibonelo, really, it's an exception within the law. It makes for that exception for people abagulayo, aba pregnant, aba infirm, nabagugileyo. So it's say frail or gugile, to be able to be visited at home. In order for them to cast their votes. Now, special votes are normally 2 days before the actual voting day.
Sure.
Then the other category of abantu abaqualify for special votes are people who are not going to be at the voting station on the day of the election.
Sure.
Due to maybe mpangelo, it could be an officer of the IEC who is not going to be working. It could be an officer yomthetho, or someone who actually had plans for the 29th. Someone would be traveling out of the country or that sort of thing. But the ones who are going to not be at the voting station because of your plans, like the officers and so forth. Yeah, well, we could say that. Those have to go to the voting station they are registered at during special votes. But you have to apply.
Okay, all right. Yes, on that, how do I apply for a special vote?
So for special votes, there are 3 methods zoku apply. One, you can bring your form to a office. You can actually even download it on the IEC website, or you can go to your local IEC office. You're going to get one of 2 forms. You're going to get Appendix 1A. Appendix 1A is for people that are going to be visited at home. So you're frail, pregnant, sick, so forth. That's for them. Then the second form, Appendix 1B, is for people that are going to have a voting station visit. So lamntu ungazokubakho on election day that is making that plan. So that's one method. Second method is you going online to the IEC website. There you can apply for either one of these categories, whether it's a home visit or a voting station visit. Then the third method is an SMS to 32249. So you SMS your ID number to 32249. That one is only for people who are going to do a voting station visit.
Okay. And then how long does the process take? Let's say I apply. How long before I get a response that I've been accepted or I've been rejected? Is there a case where I can be rejected?
Yes, there is a case where you can be rejected. But the case where you can be rejected is basically on how you fill in the forms. The information that you provide to us. If it doesn't correlate with, let's say, for example, you want a voting station visit, but you use a home visit form. So it's things like that could get your application rejected.
Okay.
But we are capturing, if you bring a form to the office, we are capturing those every day.
Okay.
So if you bring it today, latest tomorrow, you'll get your SMS that you have now been approved for a special vote, whether it's a home visit or a voting station visit.
Okay.
If you do it online, it's almost immediate. And if you do it by SMS, it's also almost immediate.
Okay. And now, let's say I've been approved. When do I then cast my vote? Because I'm not going to be there on the 29th. Do you have the dates?
So, as initially I stated that special votes are held 2 days before the actual election date. So it's the 27th and 28th of May. Those will be the special votes days.
Okay. No, that's wonderful. If you've got questions about special votes, you can always comment on the comment section, or you can send a WhatsApp to 063-145-2504, and we'll get back to you with the information that we need. But if you send it now, we'll be able to answer your question live here or on air. Mkulu, now Section 24A, I felt like hey, the Constitution up or something. What is Section 24A?
So initially, Section 24 allowed you to vote at any voting station. You could present yourself to any voting station on election day for a national and provincial election. And we would then record that you do not belong to this voting station, but you voted here. Now, that legislation has been amended. That's why, therefore, that big A. Okay. So the Section 24A now, you have to notify the IEC that I will not be at my voting station on election day. Rather, I will be at this address. This address falls within this voting district. As each voting station belongs to a voting district. The boundary that OIEC creates within your ward in order for us to be able to manage elections better. So you basically notify us that you will be at that address. And then we will basically make sure that you have ballot papers at that voting station that we've approved, your Section 24A for. So you can no longer pitch up at a voting station or lately at a voting station, because the law has been amended. Because if you remember, there's been a number of amendments to electoral legislation after the New Nation judgment, where the Constitutional Court said Parliament should rework election laws to include people that individuals, independents, so that they can contest national and provincial elections. That came with a number of other amendments.
Okay, all right. Now, you're saying I need to notify IEC. When should I notify IEC?
Okay, so the dates for Section 24A, Section 24A notifications, so basically your application, as was open from the 15th of March. It closes on the 17th of May. You can come and fill in an Appendix 4 form at your local IEC office. We office eglenda uhlala kuyo. That would be Alice for Fort Beaufort, Middle Drift, and Debenek, and it would be Adelaide for Bedford and Adelaide. So between the 15th of March and the 17th of May, you can apply. You can also apply online for a Section 24A notice.
Okay, all right. My last question would be, I've seen that in these elections there's going to be 3 ballots.
Yes, part of that amendment. So the 3 ballots, we have a national ballot,
okay,
as we originally had before. We have a regional ballot. The regional ballot is a additional ballot. So Parliament has 400 seats.
Yes.
So out of the 400 seats that Parliament has, 200 seats are reserved for political parties.
Yes.
That is your national ballot.
Okay.
And then the other 200 seats are now your regional ballots. So you can vote for people that come from your province to national parliament. So that's the second ballot, yes, paper that also includes independents and political parties. And then the third ballot is your provincial ballot paper, which was initially there.
Yes.
But now the difference is this time around the provincial ballot paper includes political parties and independents on that ballot paper.
Okay, no, that's fine. Thank you so much for coming now. Any last words or any other information that you might think that we might have left behind before we close?
Okay, so in Raymond Mhlaba.
Sure.
Okay, before I go to in Raymond Mhlaba, let's remember that from the 15th of April is when special votes applications opened.
Yeah.
They will close on the 3rd of May.
Sure.
Section 24 was from the 15th of March. It will close on the 17th of May.
Yes.
So 3rd of May special votes will be closing. That's the last day you can apply for a special vote.
Okay.
And 17 May is the last day you can notify the IEC of your intended absence from your voting station, and rather notifying them that you will be voting at another voting station. Then within the Raymond Mhlaba area, we will have our democracy education facilitators,
okay,
on Mondays and Wednesdays in the municipal offices,
okay,
in Middle Drift, in Alice,
okay,
in Fort Beaufort,
yeah,
in Simo,
okay,
and in Adelaide and Bedford.
Okay.
So in all those 6
okay,
towns that fall within Raymond Mhlaba, on Wednesdays and Thursdays, except for Alice. Alice will be Monday to Thursday. So it's Monday to Wednesday in all the other towns, Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
Then in Alice is Monday to Thursday.
Okay. Okay.
So until the 17th of May, we will be available at those places from next week Monday, which is next week Monday should be the 29th of April. So you can actually, we're bringing closer the points of people being able to engage with IEC staff and get to know more information.
Okay.
And plus they can drop off their forms or pick up forms for applications of either special votes or Section 24A applications.
All right. No, thank you so much, Mr. Mraji, for joining us. Thank you so much, viewers, for watching. You can always leave your comments, and we promise that we'll attend to them. If you've got questions, you can always leave your comments, and also contact us on 063-145-2504 WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp with those questions, and then we'll be able to send them to IEC, and they will be able to answer you. We'll see you next week again at 10:15 in the morning with more information about the upcoming elections. You can also go to the IEC website, www.elections.org.za, and get more information, or call the national call center at 0800 11 8000 0800 11 8000. Thank you so much. I'm Lebo Mothlabane, and I've been your host.